Hi everybody, welcome to our yoga practice this week, which is gentle yoga. So this is suitable for all levels and it's particularly more of a restorative and healing practice. So when you are ready, we're going to begin with the left leg in front or gently sitting on top. And just begin to ground through both sits bones and relaxing the shoulders, allowing the palms to be open to the sky. Take a nice deep breath in, drawing the shoulders up towards the ears. And then a gentle sigh out through the mouth as you relax. And again, inhale, shoulders up. And then exhale, gently relax. Take a breath in, arms up, palms together. And as you exhale, take the right fingertips down onto your mat and reach over the head with the left arm for a side stretch. And just allow the gaze to fall wherever's comfortable for your neck. And then if you want to go a little bit deeper, just slide the fingertips away. And just find length through the side of the body, breathing space into the ribs. And take another deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, gently flowing over to the other side, bringing the bicep by the ear. And take another deep breath here. Again, just breathing space into the ribs. And then gently release, coming all the way back to center. Taking the hands out behind so the fingertips are facing outwards. And just begin to lift up through the heart, squeezing the shoulder blades together. So gentle back bend. And take the gaze up towards the sky. And just begin to breathe space into the heart, into the lungs. And then gently release, coming to center. Inhaling the arms up, and as you exhale, seated forward fold. So resting the fingertips down, and then gently creeping the fingers forward as we draw the chin in towards the chest. And just begin to find length through your spine here. Keep grounding through both sits bones. And just pause to take a few gentle breaths here. You should feel quite a strong stretch perhaps down that left hip. Maybe even gently just rock the head from side to side. Relaxing all the muscles in the upper back. And one more gentle breath here. And then as you breathe out, coming all the way back up into seated. We're going to switch the legs over. So this time the right leg comes in front or gently sits on top. Grounding through both sits bones. Inhale, arms up. And as you exhale, take your left hand to your right knee and gently gaze over the right shoulder, coming into a spinal twist. And relax the shoulders down. Take a breath in all the way down to your tummy. And then breathing out back to center, inhaling arms up. And then exhaling, taking it over to the other side. Breathing in, lengthen through the spine. Breathing out, coming back to center. Inhale, arms up. And as you exhale, seated forward fold. And again, moving into it gently. You can either rest just the hands or the fingertips down, or for a deeper stretch, coming down onto the forearms. And just be present, focus on the breathing, focus on the sensations in your body. You should feel quite a strong stretch down this right hip, perhaps into the lower back. And then gently release, coming all the way back to center. We're going to stretch our left leg out and bring your right foot against your inner left thigh. Left toes up towards the sky and bringing the hands to the heart. Inhale, arms up, and as you exhale, hinging forward from the hips, crossing the arms over, left arm on top of the right, and either resting the hands down on the shin or the ankles or the toes, and gently drawing your chin towards your chest. And just taking a few soothing breaths here. This helps to cleanse the kidneys and the liver. Physically, you should feel quite a nice stretch in the lower back or perhaps in the hamstrings. And take one more deep breath here. And then breathing out, slowly release. And taking it over to the other side. right toes up to the sky. Inhale, arms up. And as you exhale, hinging forwards, this time taking right arm over the top of the left and drawing your chin in towards your chest. And just see if you can soften the muscles in the upper back. And then on the next out breath, slowly release, coming all the way back up. We're going to bring the left leg back out in front and take your right foot over the top of the left thigh, pressing into that right foot. Sit nice and tall through the spine, hands to the heart. Inhale, arms up, and as you exhale, we're going to take the left elbow to the outer right knee. Keep pressing the palms together and gazing over your right shoulder. Stay tall through your spine. And if that doesn't feel right for your body, you can always release the hands down. So pressing into the floor with the fingertips. And then gently release back to center and switching over to the other side. So left foot over the top of the right thigh. Nice and tall in your spine. Inhale the arms up. And then as you exhale, taking your right elbow to your outer left knee and gaze over the left shoulder, pressing the palms together. And again, if that doesn't feel right, you can always rest the fingertips out behind. Take a breath all the way down to your tummy here. And then as you breathe out, release, stretching both legs out in front. Inhale the arms up, and as you exhale, hinge from the hips, so you keep lengthening your spine. And then drop your hands onto your shins or your ankles or your toes. You can always bend the knees a little bit here if you need to, especially if you start to find the back rounding over. And then just gently draw chin into your chest, softening the muscles in the upper back, unclenching your jaw, just focusing on every in-breath and every gentle out-breath. And as you soften your breathing, you should notice that the body begins to soften as well, letting go of any resistance or tightness. And then gently release all the way back up to center. We're going to bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees gently drop out to the side and come into our turtle. So taking the hands underneath the ankles, taking hold of the feet. Inhale, lift up through the heart, and as you exhale, gently drawing your chin in towards your chest and dropping the crown of the head down. So this is deeply restorative and healing for the body, helps to balance our hormones and our emotions. And you should feel a nice release in the lower back. And on the next out breath, gently release, coming all the way back up. We're going to stretch the legs out, taking the toes up towards the sky. Sit nice and tall in your spine. Staying here if this is enough for you today. Otherwise, slowly hinging forward from the hips, walking the hands forward, coming into a wide leg forward fold. And again, our focus is not on how far we can stretch, but on our alignment. So we want to be hinging from the hips. We want a nice lengthened spine. And then pause when you feel that nice stretch in your body. Could be the lower back or perhaps the hamstrings. And then gently draw your chin in towards your chest. And for a deeper stretch, perhaps relax the forearms down. And then just take a moment just to reconnect with the breath. And then on the next out breath, slowly release, coming all the way back up. Bringing the legs together, bending the knees. We're going to place the right leg underneath the left and allow that knee to relax down. So this may be enough for you today, or for a deeper stretch, take that foot over the top of your right knee. Just be mindful that the spine is tall and we're not leaning over to the side. Or for a deeper stretch, gently draw that foot all the way back and you're aligning the knees as best we can. And then take a breath in, arms up. Breathing out, hands to the heart. And again, breathing in, breathing out. One more time. Inhale, arms up. This time as you exhale, we're going to bring the left arm down first. And the right arm gently sits on top, so we're coming into the eagle arms. So closing space between the forearms, or gently pressing the palms together. And you should see a nice alignment here where the elbows are stacked above the knees. And then maybe closing the eyes for a few moments. And just imagine a line running down the center of your body, from the crown of your head down to the sits bones. And imagining both sides of your body equally balanced, equally aligned. And if you wish for a deeper stretch, just gently draw the arms a little bit high. You should feel a nice release between the shoulders. And then slowly release the arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, gently dropping the fingertips down onto your mat, staying here, or gently creeping the fingers forward. Again, hinging from the hips and drawing your chin towards your chest, and gently drawing the forehead down towards your knee. Softening the space between your shoulders. So the hips are a really common place where we bottle up all our emotions. They tend to manifest in the hips. A lot of physical and emotional trauma gets locked in here. So through this particular posture and the breath work, we can help to release that tension that may be sitting within the hips. And then on the next out breath, slowly release, coming all the way back to center. Just stretching the legs out for a moment. We're giving them a little shake. And then we'll take it over to the other side. So this time we're going to take the left leg underneath the right. Staying here, always be guided by your body and what feels right. Otherwise, for a deeper stretch, taking the foot over the top of the knee, or gently drawing that foot further back. And just take a moment to check that the weight's balanced in both sits bones. We're not leaning over to the side. And you may be sitting with a little bit of discomfort here, which is okay. Just be mindful it's not pain. And then we'll take a breath in, arms up, breathing out, hands to heart. 2 more times, breathing all the way down to your tummy and breathing out. Breathing in, feeling the ribs expand. And this time as you breathe out, gently bringing your right arm down first and your left arm gently sits on top, coming into eagle arms. And again, we'll close the eyes for a few moments here. Just focusing on every in-breath and every out-breath. So it's a beautiful pose to bring the left and the right hemispheres of the brain into balance. So good for coordination, balance, memory, focus, as well as aligning physically both sides of your body. And then just take one more deeper breath in. And as you breathe out, releasing the arms, inhaling arms up, lengthen through both sides of your body. And then exhale, hinging forward from the hips, gently dropping fingertips down, staying there or walking the hands a little bit further away from the body and drawing the chin into the chest, forehead down towards the knee. And just take 3 soothing breaths here, softening the body with every out breath. Just feeling any tension gently melt away. And then on the next out breath, gently release, coming all the way back up to center. And again, we're going to stretch the legs out in front and give them a gentle shake. Toes up to the sky. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, forward fold. One more time, moving with your breath. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, forward fold. Coming all the way back to center. We're going to take the right leg out behind. And just creating a little bit of space between the knees. Bringing the hands to the heart. We're going to place the left hand against the inner shin, ankle, or the inner foot. Inhale, draw your right arm back, up and over for a side stretch. So bicep by the ear, or for a deeper stretch, taking hold of the tops of the toes and looking under the right arm. And again, just breathe space into the ribs. And take one more deep breath here. And then breathing out, gently release. And we'll take it over to the other side. So we're going to bring the left leg back this time. Right toes up to the sky. So again, a bit of space between the knees. And then bringing the right hand to the inner shin, ankle, or inner foot. Inhale, drawing your left arm back, up and over, coming into any level of side stretch. And taking the gaze under the left arm. 3 soothing breaths here. Every out breath, just releasing, relaxing. And then slowly release, coming all the way back to center. Bringing both legs out and front toes up to the sky. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Coming all the way back up to center. And then gently coming onto the knees into your hero. So we're going to take the lower legs to the outside of the body. Either keep the knees together or gently open the knees. If it feels too intense at all for your body, you can place a cushion, a rolled up blanket underneath the sits bones. And then we'll bring the hands to the heart. So this is a particular beautiful pose to ignite healing within the body. Helps bring hormonal and emotional balance, as well as soothing the nervous system, easing any digestive complaints as well. And then we'll take a breath in, arms up. And then as you breathe out, we're going to interlace the fingers and push the hands away. From here, round the spine, create space between the shoulder blades, chin into the chest, then inhale, lift, gentle back bend. Exhale, rounding spine. And again, inhale, lift. Just starting to create that flow, that movement with the breath. So we inhale, lift. And we exhale, rounding the spine. And this keeps your spine really healthy. Energy runs up the spine into the brain. So it keeps the mind really healthy as well. Do one more round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, rounding the spine. And then gently release, coming all the way back to center. And if you wish, for the last few breaths, you can go into your reclined hero. So for reclined hero, we take away the cushion. We come into seated. Hands on the heels. And gently drop one elbow down, followed by the other. We lift up through the heart. Keep the neck in line with spine, so try not to let the head drop back. That might be enough for you today. Or you can go all the way down and relax your spine down and open the palms up to the sky. If that feels too intense, again, you can use your cushion or your rolled up blanket and place it a little bit further away and place the spine gently down onto the cushion or the blanket. And let's take one more deep breath here. And then as you breathe out, if you're in your reclined hero, take hold of the heels, push into the elbows, lift up through the heart, and then push into the palms of the hands to come all the way up. And then when you're ready, coming on to all fours, and then taking the knees wider than the hips, bringing the big toes to connect out behind, and gently sit back on the heels. we're going to stretch the right arm away from the body and thread our left arm through, gently resting your left temple down onto your mat. And this is another deeply restorative pose. Helps to release tension, anxiety, depression within the body, as well as opening the hips and the shoulders. And then gently release, taking it over the other side. So left arm stretches away from the body, and thread your right arm through, bringing the right temple to gently rest down onto your mat. To increase the stretch, keep lengthening your left arm away from the body. And then on the next out breath, slowly release, coming all the way back up. We're going to come onto all fours, tuck the toes under, slowly walk the hands back to come into our garland. So for the garland pose, we want the heels down if we can. So we lean the chest forward, gently sink the hips down. The toes are slightly turned out, heels in, bringing the hands to the heart and the elbows against the inner knees, gently opening the knees and resting the hands on the heart center, dropping the chin into the chest. And we'll just pause to close the eyes for a few moments, just to allow all the benefits of this pose to integrate with your mind and your body. So particularly useful if you're suffering with hip or back pain, helps with our sleep cycles. And you may want to take a few more breaths here. Otherwise, you can rest your right fingertips down onto your mat. Keep pressing against that inner knee with the arm and gently open your left arm up to the sky. Take an in-breath and then breathing out, release, taking it over the other side. So extending right arm up to the sky. Breathing in and then breathing out, release, coming back to center. And then release by pressing into the palms of the hands, coming onto all fours. And release all the way back into your seated. Taking hold of the backs of our knees as we gently roll our spine down. Hugging knees into the tummy and gently rock from side to side. We're going to place the right foot down on our mat and take our left lower leg over the top of the thigh. Allow the knee to gently fall away from the body. So you may want to stay here if that's a deep enough stretch. Otherwise, we're going to raise the right foot off the floor and thread the arms through to take hold of the back of the right thigh, just behind the knee. For a deeper stretch, gently draw that knee further in towards the tummy. So again, just helping to release any stress or tension or bottled up emotions within the hips. And then when you're ready to release, place that foot back down onto your mat. Grab hold of the left big toe with left forefinger and thumb. Place your right hand on the top of your right thigh and extend that right leg down onto your mat, drawing the left sole of the foot up towards the sky. And either keeping the knee soft or extending the leg for a deeper stretch. Staying there or slowly taking that leg out to the side. Just until you feel a nice stretch. If this right sits bone starts to lift, then come back to the center. And then slowly release and taking it over the other side. So right lower leg over the top of the left thigh. Staying here or lifting the left foot off the floor and threading the arms through to take hold of the back of the left thigh. And just observing for a moment how this side compares to the other. As one side feels a little bit tighter, try and use the breath to dissolve any tension away. And then slowly release, placing that foot back down onto your mat, grabbing hold of the right big toe with right forefinger and thumb, extending left leg down on your mat, and drawing the right sole of the foot up towards the sky. Staying here or slowly moving that leg out to the side, just opening the hip gently. It's really important to keep our hips mobile, flexible. And again, you may want to keep that knee soft, or you can extend the leg for a deeper stretch. And then gently release, coming all the way back to center, taking hold of the backs of the knees. We'll do one gentle rock all the way up into seated. Taking the feet so that they're wider than the hips, and taking hold of the fronts of the shins. And we're going to go into a seated cat-cow. So we're going to round the spine, tuck chin into the chest. Feel that space between your shoulders. This is beautiful for opening up the backs of the lungs as well. And then we're going to take an in-breath and lift, taking a little bit of a back bend. And then exhale, rounding spine. Inhale, lift. Exhale. And inhale. Exhale, come back to center. And then all the way back into our cross-legged. Either one leg down or one leg gently sitting on top. And then we're going to come into our fire mudra. So we're going to connect the thumb and the ring finger together. And just gently drop the hands down onto the knees. Take an in-breath, draw the shoulders up towards the ears. And then a gentle sigh out through the mouth as you relax. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, relax. Gently dropping the chin down towards your chest. Relaxing all the muscles within your face. And softening your jaw. And together, taking our final breath in through the nose, palms together. Exhaling, hands to the heart, and namaste. So well done, everybody. I hope you're feeling nice and relaxed and restored. And thank you so much.